I've decided I am no longer a strong, independent woman that needs no man. I'm so tired of fixing shit.
On behalf of all the independent girls worldwide, I'm here to say that we are tired.
You want to know the part that really sucks about being a strong, independent woman?
Modern women are reaching their limits. Being a strong woman isn't working out for them.
When women say, I don't want a man and I don't need a man, this is just a way of coping.
Historically, women needed men because that's how the oppression structure was set up. We were hostages.
You hear independent women so much state that
Independent women state they don't need men until reality hits them where it hurts. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
I need a man who knows how to take care of business. It's me, I'm business.
Hi, quick PSA. Anything that has to do with being a strong woman, anything that has to do with being a strong black woman, please count me out of it. I'm not interested. Please, please, anything with concern strong woman. I beg, remove them for me. Change them for me, please. Please, thank you.
Whoever said that being an independent girl and like moving out of your parents' house and living on your own and like being so independent is fun, let me just warn you. I used to be the type of girl when I got my paycheck, I'd be like, oh my god, it's going towards my hair, it's going towards my makeup, it's going towards my clothes. Bitch, you know what I spend that shit on now? My rent, my phone bill, my car bill. The other day, my car broke down and I literally had no one to call. I have to think of food to cook myself every single night for dinner. When I get sick, I can't just cry to my mom and have her make me make soup. I have to freaking pick up the phone and call the doctor and make my own appointment. Do you know how scary it is to make your own doctor's appointment? Word of advice, live with your parents and freeload off them for as long as you can. Or get a man to pay for literally everything, because honey, this independent bad bitch shit, it's not as fun as it seems. Trust and believe.
Adulting sucks, but we all got to do it at some point. It's called being responsible for your own ass. This is the reality many guys face. Instead of taking responsibility for her own life, she's looking for a man to freeload off of. In this tough economy, it's hard to believe any man would let that happen. Many men are already struggling to make ends meet. Letting someone take advantage of their hard work is just not acceptable. Relationships should be about mutual support, not one person carrying all the weight. I would suggest she tries going back to her parents, because the men have wisen up. They've been able to see the true colors of modern women.
I've reached this point in my life where the strong, independent woman phase is dying down, like slowly dying down. Like I'm tired. Okay? I've been going at it since I was 13 years old, whether that's being a full-time employee, a student, or a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids who were all homeschooled. Me, I'm tired. And I've reached this point in my life where I have to really listen to myself. I have to listen to my body, and my mental health is more important than trying to do it all on my own. And it's a lot, y'all. Like trying to do this on your own is a lot, especially after going through a divorce and literally transitioning my life to being a single mom. It's a lot, okay? But I've reached this point in my life where I now have to start delegating things, okay? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to clean my house weekly. Get somebody else to do my yard. Get somebody to grocery shop for me. And I literally just don't have the time and the mental capacity anymore to continue trying to live about this image of being a strong, independent woman. I'm not. I am a damsel in distress. I need help. Save me. Please.
The slow and independent woman phase is dying down because many women have realized that they can't actually handle all the load by themselves. Life's pressures and responsibilities can be overwhelming when shouldered alone. Now, we see a wave of modern women who regret making the decision to go at it alone and regret saying they don't need men in their lives anymore. It turns out that deep down, many are hurting from the isolation and the immense pressure of being entirely self-reliant. This is also feminism fault. This is also the consequences from their actions. Many of them have began waking up, realizing they've been sold a dream.
I don't want to be fixed up. I don't want a boyfriend. I'm young. It's fine. I'm 23. I don't need a man. I'm good.
I've decided I am no longer a strong, independent woman that needs no man. I'm so tired of fixing shit. I don't know what I'm doing, whether it's vacuums or plumbing or broken men. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm done trying to figure it out. I went through my phase of learning how to fix shit. And oh, look, I can actually do it. I'm not a dumbass. I can figure out how to rewire a light switch, which isn't difficult, but didn't believe I could do it. But I'm done. I'm done learning. I am done learning how to fix the house. I'm tired, and I don't want to do it anymore. I want a big, strong man to come fix it for me. Come on, big boys, show me what you can do.
So after so many years, this woman decided to all of a sudden want a man in her life. And this woman looks a bit older, probably in her 50s. And look how long it took her to come to her senses. Sadly, this is the path many modern women will face. They keep screaming, I don't need men. I can do it all on my own. But the reality is, they do not always want to handle things on their own. You just have to wonder what made her decide she didn't need men in the first place. Basically, in her prime, men held no value in her eyes. But now that she's exhausted and from handling everything on her own, she's had a change of heart.
On behalf of all the independent girls worldwide, I'm here to say that we are tired. In fact, let me speak for myself. I am tired. I'm tired of worrying about my own hair, worrying about paying for my own nails, worrying about what I'm gonna eat, paying for what I'm gonna eat, paying my bills, fixing my own car, paying my own rent, doing everything by myself. Like, I need someone to share my worries with. I need to be taken care of. Like, guys, I'm so exhausted. Like, the other day, my car broke down and I had to call a mechanic by myself. I had to stay with the mechanic to fix the car by myself. I had to stay under the sun with the mechanic by myself. And I was just like, nah, this independent girl lifestyle is not for me, because why am I under the sun with my mechanic at 2 p.m. in the afternoon? Nah. Where's my husband? Yeah, it's time. Just come and find me, because, yeah, I'm tired. No. Yeah, I'm tired. If nobody's going to say it, I'm going to say it. See all this, I'm self-made, I'm this, I'm getting my own money, I'm independent. Let's be honest, okay? Let's start saying the truth. I'm tired. I know you are too. So please, let's wrap this up. Find me my husband, please. Find me.
We are tired of being taken for granted, tired of someone demanding what her father and brothers couldn't provide for her. No, men are tired too. Everybody should take care of themselves. Write a letter of an application, then wait to see if we men will consider you. Submit application to the nearest branch of men's conference. What will a husband get out of this relationship while he's taking care of you? Truthfully, everyone is tired. Women are worn out from handling everything on their own, work, home, and proving they don't need help. Men are tired of being used and not appreciated for their efforts. Both sides face their own challenges and frustrations. Instead of competing or pretending, it's important to understand each other's struggles and work together for a more balanced and supportive relationship. That being said, marriages today are a waste of time. It's all downside for the man. The moment he enters a marriage contract is the moment he signed his life away. I honestly thought women would be happy about being independent. I mean, this is what they asked for. They wanted to be equal to a man. Now that they've tasted the struggle, they want to back away.
This video is for rich people only. If you're not a rich person, swipe up. Send me money. Send me money, please.
You know, I actually have a lot of respect for women who say they don't need a man. Y'all impress me. Because I just moved a 200-pound table across the room. And you know what I would have rather done? Ooh, baby, look at those muscles as you move that table. Ooh, we better make sure that table's nice and sturdy. Alex, can I get a husband for 1,000, please? I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
When women say, I don't want a man and I don't need a man, this is just a way of coping. It's a way of dealing with the pain of the fact that you don't have anyone right now. Any woman that tells me that she doesn't want a man, I will never believe you. So you're telling me you don't want connection? You're telling me you don't want cuddles at night? You're telling me you don't want to make love all day? You're telling me you don't want to go home and know that someone that loves you so much is there? You don't want that? You don't want to take half of your struggles and worries and give them to someone else who's happy to love and support you through these things? You don't want someone to go home to when you've had a really bad day? You don't want that? I will never believe a woman that says that. The women that say, I don't need a man, or I've managed to survive without a man, or the women that really hate on men, right? Those women, you're not saying, you might be saying with your words that you don't need a man. But what you're really saying is, I don't want to be abused. You haven't experienced a good man, so you don't want a man. No, you just don't want to be hurt. You don't want to be abused. I don't want to be abused either. But I still want my man. There's two different things. You've got to really check yourself, because we naturally look for a partner. You go to Starbucks, there's a cute guy in the line. Oh, I'm curious. We naturally look for a partner if we don't have one. Every woman needs a man.
Some of these women are in major denial about needing a man in their lives. The longer they deny it, the harder it will be for them as they age. They claim they don't need men because they want to prove they can succeed on their own. In their imaginations, they think they're in competition with men, which doesn't make sense because they're really just competing with themselves. Men are already dealing with their own challenges and hardships. Some women actually realize they're lying to themselves, but continue to put on a facade to show how strong they are while hurting on the inside. The truth is, they're doing this for their own satisfaction, not because men are watching or caring.
There's a lot of women out here, there's a lot of girls out here that be wanting all this stuff, that be wanting this like Prince Charming and all this stuff, but you're over here posting half naked pictures on Instagram. You know what I mean? But you got an OnlyFans on the low. You know what I mean? The only people at your hometown know about. You know what I mean? Like, you're over here doing all this extra stuff. You know what I mean? God's not going to bless you with a husband. You're not doing what you're supposed to do as a lady. In order to get that man, a woman has to preserve herself. She has to, you feel me? She has to put boundaries on her own self.
For the woman that say, I don't need a man, analyze that statement. I said it for many years. I would end up in relationships. The man felt unneeded and he cheated on me. Not that I cared too much because I was never going to marry him anyway, but it hurt. Do you want to be with a man that doesn't need you, who's going to go do whatever he wants to do anyway and doesn't care about you and doesn't take your thoughts or feelings into consideration? Hell no. Everyone wants to be needed. So if you don't need a man, you don't need a man. Go be single. Go do what you want to do. You might not need a man with the guys that you've been picking, or you can just go pick a good man who's going to help build and strengthen you and push you to heightened levels of success. That is a man you might want to consider having. It's up to you. I want a man.
I really wonder what they feel when they spout out such nonsense. I'm pretty sure most people want love and affection from their partner. That's just how people are conditioned. A woman that's saying she doesn't need a man is just going to push that man away into the hands of the woman that will appreciate him.
I don't know if anybody else has realized this, but this whole independent woman thing, you know, I don't need nobody, I can do bad all by myself, it's feeling like a scam. This is bogus, and I'm not doing it anymore. When I need help, I'm gonna ask for it. And if I can pay somebody else to do it, I'm gonna pay them my money. Enough is enough. I am tired of this. From here on out, I will be soft like butter. No further questions. Have a great day.
I want to clear something up because men are very sensitive when women say this. Now, when a woman says, I do not need a man, what she is merely meaning is, if you were going to come into my life and disrupt it, she doesn't need it. If you're going to cause drama, if you're going to be cheating, if you're going to be lying, if you're going to be talking to other women, she doesn't need that. By herself, she's doing great. She's enjoying life. She's living her best life. She's doing good by herself. So if you're going to come into her life and disrupt it and cause chaos, what she means is that she doesn't need a man for that. She can be by herself. She can be single. So when a woman says, I do not need a man, that is what she is talking about.
First of all, men are not mind readers, and they cannot hear all of that. And second, from what I've noticed, women make being an independent woman who doesn't need a man their whole personality. Because of that, they develop nasty attitudes and disgusting personalities. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to communicate that than just saying, I'm independent and doesn't need a man. What if men were chanting, I am an independent man and doesn't need a woman? Women would interpret that totally differently. And these women who are chanting that stuff are just pushing men away anyway. What exactly do they gain from it?
Any woman that doesn't appreciate a man or feel like they don't need a man, any woman that's ever uttered those words is not fit to be a wife. And if you feel like you don't need a man, when you get your man, you're going to treat your man like you don't need him without even knowing it. Whether it's subconsciously, inadvertently, or overtly, you're going to do that. And you're not fit to be a wife. So we can start there. That type of woman is not fit because, again, we need each other. A woman who doesn't understand what her role is not fit to be a wife. Your role is not to challenge your husband. Right. Your role is not to compete with your husband. Right. Your role is not to be an agitator or a nuisance to your husband because he's doing things you don't like. You're not fit to be a wife.
Fell for the boss bitch, the like, I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit. And I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this. Yo, what? I'm in a place now in my life where I'm reevaluating everything. My values, my perspectives, what I really want in the future. And what I really want is a family. I feel like social media or just everything around us, society in general, wants to push that the woman is the future. No. The family is the future.
There are so many women that are going to be in this situation because they have been lied to. And there are a lot of men out there that want to have families that have been trying to say this. They have been trying to say that they just want a woman that is loving and caring in nature. They don't care if you're a boss babe. If anything, unfortunately, it might work against you. Now for this woman, she's come to that realization with plenty of time. I think she's going to find what she wants.
She finally woke up. First, I'd like to say congratulations for snapping back to reality. What will lead many women to this realization is letting go of their ego and opening their eyes to the truth. They'll see that the real value lies in the family structure and meaningful relationships. Many so-called boss babes get confused by the idea of being wealthy in money, but lack richness in love and connection. True fulfillment comes not just from financial success, but from having strong, supportive relationships and a loving family. It's about finding a balance and recognizing that love and connection are just as important as career achievements.
I'm not a feminist. I can see men and I don't immediately feel threatened.
I am a feminist, and Sorry, I thought I saw a man.